President Woodrow Wilson, like many presidents, had a very complex relationship with the African American community, to say the least. Many have considered his points of view racist. Now, since it's Black History Month, we wanted to dive deeper on that tension. So we recently stopped at the house dedicated to him in Northwest to learn more about his views.
For positive, for negative, he's celebrated overseas. He's done great things in this country, and yet he's had some policies that have had some profoundly negative impact as well. And if you look back over his quotes, you know, you can see the evolution of someone who's trying to grapple with ideas of peace and what it takes for peace. And his 14 points of peace, those were really important. And yet, again, you know, African-American leaders had come to him with a 15th point of peace about, you know, avoiding racial policies.
This is the domain of Mary Scott, who was one of the full-time staff people here. She lived with her husband, Isaac Scott, up on the 4th floor in a little apartment.
And this is her here.
This is her right here. Great picture of her. I think it's an engagement photo that the family gave us.
And it also looks like President Wilson was a good friend of Uncle Ben. Right here as well.
This is Isaac Scott.
Oh, that's Isaac Scott? Isaac Scott was Uncle Ben.
I was actually very impressed with the folks over at the Wilson House. They're in works to get the dialogue between African Americans and the estate going. I applaud their stance, much as I did with Georgetown and the 272 slaves that were sold to keep the university open. You know, taking steps to address what could be a dark history goes a very long way. I applaud both of those institutions. So we'll be on the lookout for future programs from the Wilson House. All right.